everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be planning out the week of, so hard to tell the dates on here without the date covers, oh my gosh. Anyway, it is the week of January 10th through January 16th in my MāksëLife vertical planner. Here is how last week looked. I still have to do my goals, but it's still Sunday, so I gotta take some time to do that today. But this is how this last week turned out. I actually did use some of the checklists. I still have to check some things off from yesterday, and I didn't get on the Peloton or do the app, I should say, Friday or Saturday, but I've already done a bike ride this morning, and then I'm going to do a meditation this evening. I just need to update some of my habits over here. I definitely had soda yesterday. Wait, did I have soda? Yes, I did have soda yesterday. So far, no for today, but we're not going to check that off just yet. I did no reading yesterday. Haven't read yet today. I definitely can check off Peloton for today. I think I was using a different pen when I was checking things off during the week, and wasn't even paying attention. I'll probably get to my 80 ounces of water today, and unplugging at 8. We'll see if that actually happens. But there's that. I didn't do, obviously, the checklist over here, but it's just something I've struggled with. So we'll see how I am going to use that today. So the kit I'm going to be using is from Hand Can Plan. It's a wintry kit, and I'm trying to use those up before that season is just like up and gone and we can't do anything about it. So let's start with the date covers and the washi strips. I always have to remember like how I want to use, I do have extra washi strips. So I always get like the, I forget what she calls it, but you can get like everything instead of picking things a la carte, or she has a smaller sort of kit bundle, but I always get all of it because I want the washi for the bottom as well, and then she just kind of provides just more than enough of everything in the kits there. So, but I love this sheet in particular because I need to use the washies for my date covers. So I really, really do like that. So let me go ahead and get started. And that's the wrong one. That's for the second half of the week. I guess I can put that down. And then I will put the other one down. I just realized how crooked that is. I moved some stuff around in my office because I was cleaning up and I had to move my tripod, and now I'm like, something is off. It's like not, my camera is not where it needs to be, and I feel like I'm reaching like really far just to be in frame, but my the arm on my tripod doesn't extend any further out, so I'm like anyway, it's not extremely comfortable. I did something, but I'll have to figure it out. Maybe I need to turn my tripod around. Not totally sure. I think these are just a little bit wider than the columns because I'm having to cut a little bit of the excess off. This kit is really, really cute. I kind of like the blue and the pink together. It's really, really nice. All right, that side is done. Now let's work on this other side. I normally don't have this many winter kits, but so many shops were coming out with such like pretty kits. I was like, oh my God, I need to find a way to make sure I use them all, you know? All right, there's that. Now let's get Monday down, but I'm going to put the 10th down on Monday so I don't lose track of what date, what the dates are. So one of the things, and I think I mentioned this last week, I've been kind of using the digital MāksëLife as like a companion. So I do typically like pre-plan my weeks. Like back in the day, if you've been around here for a hot minute, then you know that my pages would be filled with like page flags when I would start these videos. Well, over time I'd find like different, you know, planning pads or things like that to plan out the week ahead of time, so I had something else to look at because the page flags started to be kind of just more of an inconvenience, and they weren't ideal to continue to use. Like I'm off on Wednesday a little bit there because they're not even. Let me move that over. Well, since I have the digital MāksëLife, I figured it would be a great way to write my plans on there and kind of even map out where even the decorative stuff could go if I wanted to. That way it makes filming a lot easier on me, and I have really been liking it so far. So it's always an option if you're a creator out there and you're thinking about ways to make your life a little bit easier, because it's hard. You know, after doing this for a while, sure, it gets easier, but to hold a conversation while planning and not messing shit up left and right, that part takes a lot of practice. And it's just like a tool to use to help me plan my weeks out. So that's what I've kind of been doing. My iPad is like just out of sight, so you guys can't quite see it, but it's kind of fun to look at. I just kind of sat down last night and pre-planned out the whole week, and it was just made my life so much easier. All right, let's do the bottom washi. I love these blue snowflakes. Again, we do not have this snowy weather, but it would be nice, not gonna lie. I think it would be nice. And I think I am gonna take this all the way over just because I don't really have that many habits that I want to track over here. And it covers just enough habits, like 2 of them, so that I still have a few up here. It might cover 1 more, but that's fine. I don't really need that many, or at least I don't think I do. So I think we'll go with the yellow just because I like it. It's a little bit more of like a faded yellow. It's showing up a lot brighter through my camera, but I really do like it. I'm just going to take that all the way over, and that will cover the habits there, or the one more habit that I don't really need. I think that looks great. I thought about writing in, did I write in my meal plan in here last week? I did. I've kind of been liking that, even though it is also in my daily. I like having it in multiple places. I remember when my kids were little, we would post the meal plan on the fridge. I feel like that was our like go-to for plans for the week at our house, was just like a little whiteboard that was either on the fridge or on the wall near the fridge, and I just thought that was so cool. I need to do that more often. Across the bottom, what I think I want to do is put the flags down here, kind of getting like the whole framework of the week set up. But the flags down here will be for whatever I do on the Peloton app. And then I kind of had this like vision, and I like drew it out on my iPad, so I'm hoping it makes sense. I really didn't think about like what kit I'm using or anything like that when I was drawing it out, so hopefully that works, because my goal has been to do something on the Peloton app every single day. Doesn't necessarily have to be a bike ride. I've mentioned this before. I love like their yoga classes and their meditation classes. I did a really good one the other day that was like, it was meant to be like a morning one, but it was actually really great for right before bed. So that will be for that. And then I'm gonna draw a line for where my meals are, or 2 lines, I should say, because I like that. It really makes it stand out on the page. And I completely stole that idea from Sam over at Happily a Housewife. It was funny. She was doing a, I want to say, this was a couple weeks ago, but it was almost like a roundup of her favorites from the last year or so. And I told her, I was like, it's so funny because I've purchased so many things because of her. And I told her, I said, I could literally do a video on, like, with the subject being things that Sam made me buy. It's like, no lie. She definitely recommends some, like, really helpful, useful things. So I appreciate it. My wallet, not so much. But I will say this, too. I love that she recommends things that are, like, for the most part, pretty affordable. All right, and then I'm gonna use the dots, which is totally extra and unnecessary, but I too am extra, but totally necessary. I think they look better if they matched. I don't know, we shall see. But I do like the way that this looks. And hopefully Monday is actually a leftover day, because I have got, I'm doing beef tips in the crock pot, and the package that we got from Costco is like enough to feed a family of 12. I'm almost certain. But I didn't really think about it when we got it, or think to split it up. But I was like, you know what? That's actually perfect, because we are heading into the first full work week of the year. Thanks to all the lovely back-to-back holidays. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do myself a favor and make Monday this week a leftover meal. I'm going to move that up just a little bit. All right, so we've got something to start off with for this week. And she also includes like one of these like Monday through Sunday boxes here. You could also use that for meals. You could even use these 2 habit trackers, which I've thought about doing before, but we will see what I have left. Oh, there's also the fork and knife stickers. I guess I could have used those instead of the dots. It's fine. All right. So for videos this week, I'm kind of on the struggle bus with videos for this week. I really don't know why. I feel like slightly unmotivated this week, to be quite honest. And I wish I had an answer as to why, but it might be like a 2 video a week. We will see. I have a 3rd one in mind, but it really just depends on my energy and how this week goes, you know. And of course the pen that I'm using is the Pilot Precise V5. So of course the first video is this plan with me that you are watching. And then on Wednesday, I want to do a plan with me, but in my A5, like how I set up my A5 inserts. It's just, I bought some stickers that I'm really excited to use. Like I've purchased some kits, but I think once I go through those kits, my focus will not be using kits in the A5. If I could say kits like 1,000 more times. But anyway, my goal is eventually to kind of veer away from that and be a lot more pen and paper, just a little bit more minimal, because I want to focus on using sticker kits in this particular planner. And speaking of this particular planner, I was thinking of something the other day, how I was like thinking of using the MāksëLife flagship for memory keeping, journaling, and all of that stuff. And I think that that's not very realistic for me. So my memory keeping is probably going to be placed in this planner, which I think is totally fine. But there's like a couple of other things that are like being done in the Chrissy Ann Designs community, where they do like all types of collages with their stickers in the monthly view. It's like monthly remix, some other things like that, like using samplers. I'm like, I just want to really have fun in this planner. And then I can, you know, focus on being a little bit more functional in the other one, that sort of thing. So I'm gonna put a sticker for Friday since I can't quite make up my mind if I will have a video there. All right, so a couple of things that I need to get done. So on Monday, I do have an important, let's see if there's a do not forget to order laundry, date night, grocery goals. Okay, that's fine. There's not like a don't forget. I probably just read it and it just went right over my head, but that's totally fine. We will just use this. I have to remember to call my doctor's office. I kind of mentioned over the last couple of weeks that I was having some like hip / upper leg pain. Well, I do have like some initial results. I'm not quite ready to share that because there has to be some additional things that happen before we have like a definitive answer. I know that that is like super vague, but I don't want anyone freaking out because trust me, I'm already doing that enough myself. So I have to call my doctor's office. I'm just going to put that here because there's going to be some like personal information on that, but I have to make sure that that happens on Monday. That way I can have my follow-up appointment after some additional imaging was done. That definitely has to happen there. Meetings, not too many this week, and I'm kind of excited. That's how they always start though. Of course, like every business is dealing with like COVID things and things like that, and our business in particular has been hit pretty damn hard. So that's why last week I think was just so draining for me. It's a miracle that I used my Peloton app as often as I did, but I think I leaned on it heavily, specifically with the meditation because of the week that it was. And some weeks are just like that, you know? All right, so there's that meeting. And then on Wednesday at 2, I actually have my quarterly review with my boss. Send all the good, all the good vibes, please. Saw that on my calendar and I was like, oh, okay. I'm sure it's gonna be fine, but still. So that's at 2. And that's it so far for any like big meetings. We have some day-to-day stuff going on, but I don't really worry about that stuff. All right, payday is on Thursday. And of course I'm gonna add the little money bag to it because that's adorable. And then I know she's got a trash day. That's on Friday. Our schedule was so thrown off with the holidays. Like Obviously because they have days off as well, and then we could just never tell, like, is our trash day a day early, a day later? We just never knew, but luckily we never had any issues. We always got our stuff out there, and it eventually got picked up. That's all that matters. All right, so I've got that down, and then on Saturday, I actually have my oil change appointment. Oh my God, that was hard to say, that I finally made. I had been trying to like make the appointment on the online app through Toyota, and it kept saying that they didn't have weekend appointments, which I knew just wasn't true. So I just had to call them, and I finally got one for this Saturday. So that's at 8:45. And I always wait for my car because it typically takes about an hour, but I have been there on days when I'm there for like 3 hours and I'm just like, did they just forget about me? So hopefully that day is not the same. All right, and then on Sunday, we are going to do grocery day. I love this color yellow. Oh my God, it's my favorite. One of my favorites anyway. I was gonna go to the grocery store early this morning, and I was like, I'm not feeling it. So I think I'm gonna wait till about like 3 o'clock, you know, like after that lunch rush, but like everyone's at home and like probably getting ready for dinner or whatever. I don't have to do that because my dinner's in the crock pot. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, I also wanted to put down some meal planning time. I think I've gone through all of the event labels though, so these were just gonna kind of have to get placed rogue on the paper. All right, and then let's see, I'm gonna put the family time down for Friday just because that's normally our movie night. This past weekend we just watched an old Spider-Man movie. Nothing new, nothing exciting. Oh, and then of course I do want to put clean house, and we're gonna do that on Sunday. Although I did a lot of my cleaning this week yesterday. But I was just kind of like in the mood for it. Plus my house really needed it. And then on Sunday evening, I want to make sure I make time for my goals and just going through my weekly reflections and setting my intentions for the upcoming week. I love that she has a sticker for that. And I'm actually going to put this plan sticker next to it. Let me get this up so I can plan out my goals. How cute is that? All right, now I want to get down my full boxes. So let's go with mittens over here. We are definitely not having winter-like weather. We've had nights where the nights are definitely cooler, but nothing like what everyone else is experiencing right now. And that's okay, but not gonna lie, I'm always jealous for like at least a few minutes. All right, there we go. There's this Winter Magic, which is also adorable. And then let's just put this one right here. Just filling up all the space. I realize I need to put my laundry day sticker down for Thursday. I'm just gonna put a heart next to it because you guys know how much I love laundry. Actually don't mind laundry, I mind putting it away. That part's the worst. All right, and then we will do, I don't think we have a lot of space over here for full boxes. Oh, that's gonna cover up that cleaning sticker. There we go. Problem solved. And then I don't think that this is going to fit. Nope. Well, maybe. Just no. We'll just leave it out. Okay. That is totally fine. All right, I'm going to use a This Week sticker right about here. And then she includes a habit sticker. And because it's that beautiful yellow, I'm just gonna cover up the MāksëLife habits and cover it with that sticker, which I think looks really, really cute. Okay, so I think, let's see. So I covered up like one more habit, but I think I'm just gonna stick with the same ones and just kind of cut out the unplug at 8. So I'm gonna write those in there really quick. All right, so there we go. That is how this week turned out. Let's see if I actually use my sidebar this week. I might just try to find like a quote instead of forcing myself to put a checklist over here. Just kind of put like a cute quote over here. All right, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.